Welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top most valuable Washington quarter dollar coins that could be sitting in your collection and are worth big money. Let's jump right in. First up, the 1970 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in dirty condition. If you've got one of these lying around, or you're just curious about its value in the current auction market, stick around to find out what it's worth today. Let's get started. The Washington quarter dollar was first minted in 1932, and ever since, it's been a staple of U.S. currency. Today, we're specifically looking at the 1970 version, which features the iconic design of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Now, what makes this coin unique isn't just its design, but its condition, particularly the fact that it's in dirty condition. Before we get into the value, let's quickly touch on the D Mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, which is one of the primary facilities that produces U.S. coins. In 1970, the Denver Mint produced millions of quarters. But why is this mint mark important? Well, the mint mark can influence a coin's rarity, and in this case, it plays a part in the overall value, though the condition of the coin still takes the lead. Now, when we say dirty condition, we mean that this coin has seen some wear and tear. Dirt, tarnish, and other environmental factors have left their mark on the coin. While this doesn't necessarily affect the authenticity or the historical significance of the coin, it does impact its value. Coins in dirty or unkempt conditions are often less desirable to collectors, who typically seek coins that are well preserved and shiny. So, what does dirty condition mean in terms of grading? The industry standard for coin grading uses the Sheldon scale, ranging from $60 to $2,700, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. A dirty coin might fall into the lower grades somewhere in the range of good or fair. This means that the 1970 Washington quarter in this condition likely won't score high on the grading scale, which can significantly decrease its auction value. So, what's the value of this 1970 Washington quarter dollar in dirty condition? Based on current auction listings and sales, a 1970 quarter with a D mint mark in dirty condition typically goes for somewhere between $78,000. Now, that's a lot less than a clean coin in better condition, but it's still worth noting that it's not just about the dirt. Factors like rarity demand and the overall coin market trends play a role in its value. Now, you might be wondering, why does dirt lower the value? Well, dirty coins are less attractive to collectors, and that's a big factor in their value. Cleaning coins is also a no-no in the numismatic world. While it might be tempting to scrub away the grime, doing so can actually damage the coin, leading to an even lower value. So, if you're looking to sell a dirty coin, it's best to leave it as is. If you have a 1970 Washington quarter in dirty condition and are looking to sell it, your best bet is to put it up for auction, either online or through a local dealer. You might not get a ton of money for it, but every little bit counts. Just remember, keep it in its current state. Don't clean it. If you're really uncertain about the coin's condition or value, getting it professionally graded could also help, though it may not boost the value significantly in this case. Next up, the 1982 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in black color shade and dirty condition. You might be wondering, how valuable could this little coin be? Well, you might be in for a surprise. Let's start with a bit of background on the Washington quarter itself. This quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design on the front, or obverse side, features a profile of Washington himself, sculpted by John Flanagan. On the reverse, we see a majestic eagle, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the United States. So, what makes the 1982 D Mint quarter unique and valuable? For starters, coins from 1982 didn't have any official mint sets, which makes finding high-quality versions even harder. As a result, quarters from this year, especially ones in unusual conditions, are rarer and more sought after. Now let's talk about this particular coin, a 1982 D quarter with a dark or black shade and in dirty condition. This unique look could result from environmental exposure over the years, or certain natural chemical reactions that cause the surface to darken. While not exactly pristine, these coins have an appeal to collectors because of the unique look that differentiates them from the regular circulation pieces. Generally, collectors and appraisers prefer coins in mint condition. However, certain imperfections or environmental damage, like dirt accumulation, dark patinas, or color variations, can make a coin stand out. For the 1982 D Washington quarter, the black shade and dirty condition create a unique patina that some collectors find intriguing. These dirty coins can also be valued by collectors who seek coins with stories, pieces that have seen years of wear and possess an almost historical character. So how much can this black-shaded, dirty 1982 D Washington quarter fetch in today's auction market? Well, the value of coins can fluctuate based on several factors, including condition, rarity, demand, and unique characteristics. For this particular coin, a standard 1982 D quarter in circulated condition without any notable coloring or damage might be worth around its face value $49,000. However, those with distinct color shades or dirty conditions can catch the eye of specialized collectors. Now, before you think about cleaning your old or dirty quarters, here's an important tip. Avoid cleaning rare coins. Cleaning can damage the surface and actually decrease the value. Many collectors prefer the natural look, complete with the original dirt or patina that developed over decades. If you own a 1982 D Washington quarter in a dirty condition, consider preserving it as is. Store it in a safe, dry place, ideally in a coin sleeve or case, to avoid further damage. Up the 1967 Washington quarter dollar without mint mark. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about its value, stick around as we uncover what makes this coin so special. The Washington quarter dollar was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design features a portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing American strength. In 1967, the coin continued this tradition, but it also marked a significant point in U.S. coinage history due to the changes in minting processes and materials. Mint marks play a crucial role in determining a coin's value. The D indicates that this quarter was minted in Denver. While many coins were produced in Philadelphia, the Denver Mint was known for striking quality coins, which often translates to higher values in the collector's market. The condition of a coin is paramount when it comes to valuation. The 1967 Washington quarter in fine condition means it shows some wear but retains its basic details. Collectors typically look for clarity in the design, with minor scratches or discoloration being acceptable but not excessive. In the fine condition, you can expect a coin to have a nice even patina that appeals to collectors. As of today, the value of the 1967 Washington quarter without mint mark in fine condition ranges between $54,000 in the auction market. This range can fluctuate based on factors such as demand, rarity, and the specific auction venue. In recent sales, we've seen examples of this coin fetching upwards of $76,000, especially if they have unique characteristics or are part of a collection. For those looking to buy or sell, here are some tips. Always ensure you're purchasing from reputable dealers or auction houses. Pay attention to the coin's condition and grading. When selling, have a clear understanding of the current market trends to maximize your profit. Joining coin collecting communities can also provide valuable insight and networking opportunities. The 1967 Washington quarter dollar without mint mark is more than just a piece of currency. It's a slice of American history. Its value is a testament to the appreciation of numismatics and the stories these coins tell. If you have this coin in your collection, you own a piece of that legacy. Next up, the 1972 Washington quarter dollar with D-era mint mark in good condition and its current value in today's auction market. If you're looking to expand your collection or just curious about the worth of this gem, stay tuned. The Washington quarter dollar, minted since 1932, has gone through a number of design changes over the years. The 1972 version features the classic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, you'll find the American eagle perched on an olive branch with the words E pluribus unum surrounding it. Now let's talk about the D-Mint mark era. In 1972, the Denver Mint produced a large number of Washington quarters, with most of them bearing the D-Mint mark. But in a small number of coins, there was an error where the mint mark was either poorly struck, overstruck, or misaligned. This is a key detail collectors love. Any sort of minting mistake can drastically affect the coin's value. When we say D-era mint mark, we're referring to imperfections that occurred during the minting process. These errors could range from a double D strike, where the mint mark is slightly duplicated, to a misplaced D mint mark, or even a blurry D mint mark due to insufficient striking pressure. These subtle mistakes make the coin rarer and more valuable to collectors. Now let's talk numbers. A 1972 Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark in good condition typically grades around good 4 on the coin grading scale. This means the details of the coin are worn, but it's still recognizable, with most of the design visible. In this condition, a coin like this is considered a collectible, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for these era coins. In today's auction market, the value of a 1972 Washington quarter with a D-era mint mark in good condition can vary. Typically, you can expect it to range anywhere from $66,000 depending on the auction and interest from bidders. While it's not a super high-value coin compared to some rare varieties, it still holds significant appeal for era coin collectors and enthusiasts. So there you have it, the 1972 Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark in good condition. It's a fascinating coin that holds a special place in the world of era coins, and its value in today's market is strong for collectors who appreciate minting mistakes. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collecting, this is definitely a coin worth keeping an eye on. Next up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter dollar with D-Mint mark, and we'll discuss its value in today's auction market, especially when it's in dirty condition. So let's get started. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday, has become one of the most recognized coins in American history. The design showcases a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing American pride and resilience. By 1974, the quarter had undergone several design changes, but the essence of honoring Washington remained. This year's quarter was minted in large quantities, and the D-Mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint. Now, here's a crucial detail. While most quarters, minted after 1965, are composed of a copper-nickel clad, the 1974 silver Washington quarter is unique. It was part of the special mint sets and contains 90% silver, giving it intrinsic value beyond its face value of $20,000. This means that in addition to being a collectible, the silver content alone increases its worth. At today's silver prices, the value of the metal can fluctuate, so it's essential to keep an eye on the current market rates. Let's talk about the key features of the 1974 D Washington quarter. It weighs 6.25 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 mil. The D mint mark is located just below the date on the obverse, which adds to its collectible appeal. Now, what do we mean by dirty condition? This refers to coins that have not been cleaned and may show signs of wear, grime, or tarnish from circulation. While some collectors may shy away from dirty coins, they can still hold significant value, especially if they are rare or carry historical significance. So, what's the current market value of the 1974 silver Washington quarter with a D mint mark in dirty condition? As of 2024, this coin can fetch a range of values. In circulated dirty condition, you might see prices between $29,000. Several factors influence the value of the 1974 D quarter. First, market demand plays a critical role. If collectors are actively seeking this specific coin, prices may rise. Additionally, the rarity of the coin can impact its desirability, especially in specific conditions. Grading is also vital. The condition, whether dirty or otherwise, will influence the overall market perception. Coins that fall into higher grading tiers will naturally command higher prices, even if they show signs of dirt. In summary, the 1974 silver Washington quarter with a D mint mark, even in dirty condition, holds a unique place in the hearts of collectors and can be a valuable addition to any collection. Understanding its history, key features, and market value can empower you whether you are buying, selling, or simply appreciating the art of coin collecting. Next up, the 1987 Washington quarter with a D mint mark. We'll break down its history, unique features, and, of course, its value in today's auction market. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins. The Washington quarter has a rich history that began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became an iconic part of U.S. coinage. By 1987, these quarters had been in circulation for over 50 years, and their design remained largely unchanged, showing Washington's profile on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse. But even within common coins like this, certain mint marks conditions and rare variations can make specific coins highly collectible. The D mint mark on this 1987 Washington quarter shows it was minted in Denver. While the coin was produced in significant numbers, finding it in fine or even better condition can still hold value for collectors. The Denver Mint produced around 655 million quarters in 1987, but most have seen heavy circulation. Quarters from this year in fine condition are harder to come by, especially with clear details and minimal wear. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, and in today's video, we're talking about a quarter in fine condition. This means there's visible wear on the high points of Washington's hair and some on the eagle's feathers. However, the major details are still discernible, and overall, the coin has kept a decent appearance. Coins graded as fine may not be as pristine as higher grades like very fine or extremely fine, but they're still appealing to many collectors, especially for coins this age. Now, the question everyone's been waiting for. How much is a 1987 D Washington quarter in fine condition worth today? As of this year, These coins generally range in value between $55,000 in fine condition. However, at auctions, especially online, some sellers list them for slightly more if they showcase unique characteristics like particularly strong details or rich luster. If you're thinking about selling or collecting the 1987 D Washington Quarter, here are a few tips. First, make sure to carefully assess the condition. Coins in fine or better conditions are the most desirable for collectors. Second, keep an eye on auction sites and coin marketplaces for similar coins' selling prices. Market value can vary over time, especially if demand rises. Lastly, if you come across any quarters with unusual errors like doubling missed strikes or any anomalies, these could make your coin even more valuable. Error coins are highly sought after and could fetch a premium. The 1987 D Washington Quarter may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but every coin has a story and a place in the market. Whether you're a new collector or seasoned enthusiast, understanding the value of coins like this can add both knowledge and excitement to your hobby. Next up, 1977, the large date, without a mint mark, specifically in circulated condition. If you're curious about how much these coins are worth in today's auction market, stick around, because you might be surprised. First, let's start with a little background on the Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932, initially minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, these quarters have become a staple of U.S. currency, and their designs have seen subtle changes. In 1977, the Washington Quarter featured the traditional design with George Washington's portrait on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. The 1977 Washington Quarter was struck in large numbers, with millions minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, we're focusing on the Philadelphia minted version, which does not have a mint mark. Coins without mint marks were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and this lack of a mark makes them instantly recognizable. One of the standout features of the 1977 Washington Quarter is its large date, which is clearly visible on the obverse of the coin. The no mint mark indicates it was struck in Philadelphia, as quarters from this mint traditionally do not carry a mint mark. Coin is composed of copper and nickel, a transition that began in 1965, replacing the silver content of earlier Washington Quarters. While this coin doesn't have precious metal value, it holds significance due to its age and rarity in certain conditions. Now, let's get into what you're really here for, the value of a 1977 Washington Quarter without a mint mark in circulated condition. When a coin is in circulated condition, it means the coin has been used in everyday transactions, showing signs of wear, such as scratches, fading, and general surface damage. These factors affect the coin's overall value in the market. Coins in circulated condition are typically graded from good to extremely fine. A typical 1977 Washington Quarter in circulated condition generally falls in the lower end of this scale, meaning it has noticeable wear and tear. But even with this, it still has value. As of 2024, the value of a 1977 Washington Quarter without a mint mark in circulated condition varies depending on its grade. On auction sites and coin marketplaces, you'll generally see these coins selling for around $60,000. In lower grades like good. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please hit that like button. Next up, the 1990 Washington Quarter, specifically the large date variety with D mint mark, and we're going to explore its value in today's auction market, especially if it's in good condition. First off, the 1990 Washington Quarter is part of the regular series issued by the U.S. Mint. It features a portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, we see the iconic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength and freedom. However, what makes the 1990 Washington quarter unique is the large date variety. The large date variety of the 1990 quarter features a noticeably larger number 9 and 0 compared to the small date variety, which was produced at the same time. This difference, while subtle to some, has become a key distinguishing factor among collectors. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. This particular coin has the D mint mark, indicating it was minted at the Denver Mint. The D mint mark is important because it signifies that this coin was struck in Denver, which adds a bit more distinction compared to those minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. Though quarters from Denver are more common than from other mints, they still hold value, especially when they're in good condition. If your 1990 quarter is in good condition, like the one we're showcasing today, it typically holds a value between $55,000 in today's auction market. However, the value can vary depending on factors like the level of wear and the quality of the Strike A coin. In good condition, we'll have clear details on Washington's portrait, the eagle on the reverse. While the 1990 Washington quarter isn't considered rare, its value can still rise significantly based on certain factors. For instance, if the coin has been well preserved and graded higher than, say, in fine or very fine condition, it could fetch higher prices in the auction market. So where can you buy or sell this coin? There are several online platforms where collectors buy and sell coins, such as eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. If you're considering selling your 1990 Washington quarter, these auction sites are great places to find its current market value. Just be sure to check recent auction results for similar coins to get an idea of what to expect. To sum up, while the 1990 Washington quarter with the D mint mark in good condition may not be the most valuable quarter out there, it's still a fantastic piece for any collector. If you come across one in your coin hunt, keep in mind that the value of a well-preserved coin will always be higher than one that's heavily worn. With the right care and attention, your coin could very well appreciate in value. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with D-era mint mark. We'll take a close look at its significance, why it's highly sought after by collectors, and most importantly, its current market value in today's auctions. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Here it is, the 1984 Washington quarter. At first glance, this coin looks pretty standard, but there's something special about certain 1984 quarters. You see, while most of the 1984 Washington quarters are mass-produced with regular mint marks, some carry a minting error, specifically with the D mint mark. The D mint mark on a coin typically indicates that it was minted in Denver, but in the case of the 1984 Washington quarter, a small but significant error occurred. In some cases, the D mint mark appears misaligned or doubled, creating a distinctive error. This is the type of coin that drives collectors wild. Now, let's talk about condition today. This particular coin we're discussing today is in fine condition, which plays a crucial role in its value. A coin's condition is one of the most important factors when determining its worth. In fine condition, the coin shows some wear, but maintains visible details. The face of George Washington, the eagle, on the reverse side, and the lettering are still easily recognizable, but slightly softened due to circulation over time. At auction, the value of a 1984 Washington quarter with D-era mint mark in fine condition can vary depending on the rarity of the era and the interest from collectors. As of now, we've seen prices ranging anywhere from $33,000 for a coin in fine condition. However, in some cases where the error is more prominent or has been verified by grading companies, it can push the price upwards to around $50,000 or even higher. Now, you might be wondering why some of these coins are worth more than others. Well, the rarity of the error plays a huge role in determining the price. The more pronounced and noticeable the error is, the more valuable the coin becomes. For instance, a double die or misaligned mint mark can increase the value significantly, while a faint or subtle error might be worth a little less. And of course, we can't forget about grading. Coins that are graded by professional services like OR can sometimes fetch even higher prices. A 1984 Washington quarter with a D error mint mark graded as fine condition might end up being worth a bit more at auction because it has been officially authenticated and graded. To sum it up, the 1984 Washington quarter with a D error mint mark is a coin that could be hiding in your pocket. Change right now, and it's definitely one you'll want to keep an eye out for. While the value may seem modest for a coin in fine condition, it's still a collectible item that could become more valuable in the future as collectors' interest grows and the number of these coins dwindles over time. Next up, the 1988 Washington quarter with a large date and P-era mint mark. This particular coin has gained significant attention from collectors, and we are going to take a closer look at its value in today's auction market. First things first, let's take a look at the Washington quarter from 1988. This coin is part of the regular circulation series, which means it wasn't intended to be a special issue or proof coin. The 1988 quarter features the standard design with George Washington's portrait on the obverse as designed by John Flanagan in 1932. So what's the big deal with this large date and the P-era mint mark? Well, most of the 1988 quarters were struck with P mint mark, which indicates that they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. However, there's something unique about certain coins from this year. Some of these quarters were mistakenly struck with an error where the mint mark either appears double off-center or in an unusual position. In numismatics, a fine grade means that the coin shows visible signs of wear and age, but it is still recognizable and maintains its overall detail. You can expect the design to be clear with a bit of smoothness and less definition compared to higher grades like very fine or uncirculated. This makes it a great example for collectors who want an authentic, well-preserved piece without paying top dollar for a mint condition specimen. In today's auction market, the value of a 1988 Washington quarter with a large date and P-era mint mark in fine condition can vary. But typically, you're looking at a price range anywhere from $45,000. However, coins in better condition or those with more significant mint mark errors could fetch upwards of $76,000 or even more. So why are collectors so excited about this coin? Well, it's a combination of rarity and historical appeal. The 1988 Washington quarter isn't particularly rare by itself, but the errors like the large date and mint mark issues make it a great find for coin hunters. And when you add the fact that it's still affordable compared to some other rarer coins, it becomes a perfect addition to a growing collection. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful or just enjoy learning about coin values, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a valuable error coin. Until next time, happy collecting.